First and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, that great millstone. Salutation all Yakin, pushing this word day in and day out, man. Hey, this guy, man, gotta be an Israelite, man. An Israelite foreigner. You know, when you see him, he looks like a coolie, like a fucking Elamite. Okay, a curry eater. Curry smelling motherfucker. But nah, his line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. All right, through the spirit, man. Because this guy survived a plane crash, man. You know, like, he's seen bodies everywhere, bodies on the floor, like the song goes. But he survived it. It says Vishwash Kumar Ramesh is believed to be the sole survivor of the Air India Flight 171 crash, all right? You know, and it says he told his father moments after the crash, he doesn't know how he's alive, but we know because, you know, ultimately the Lord was with this guy, man, you know? I mean, shit. You got people that don't even survive car accidents, train derailments, and so forth, man. You know, boat crashes. You know, these are all judgments of the Lord, but this guy survived a highly fatal event, man. You know. So, he video called his pops as he crashed and said, "Oh, the plane crashed. I don't know where my brother is." Okay, this is the brother. I don't see any other passengers. I don't know how I'm alive, how I exited the plane. So he said he heard a loud noise about 30 seconds after takeoff and the plane went down. It all happened so quickly. Yeah, and that's how judgment happens. Judgment happens quickly, you know. Because the Lord is slow to wrath, but when the judgment hits, the judgment is quick, man. You know. He received impact injuries to his chest, eyes, and feet. When I got up, there were bodies all around me. I was scared. I stood up and ran. There were pieces of the plane all around me. Someone, you know, because he's like in a, you know, for lack of better words, in like a dazed state, man. A shock. Let's say a state of shock. If you don't know state, you know. And then, you know, someone just grabbed him, like, hold up, yo, chill. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? You know, they looking at him like, what the fuck? How the fuck are you alive? You know? Oh, Lord, y'all about shit me outside, man. You know, because we living in a time where the Lord is performing miracles, you know, and real soon, full power, spiritual power, man, unleashed power. You know, that's the next stage, man. You know? Even Esau is perplexed at a story like this, man. You know, and they're showing you where he sat. He sat at aisle 11. And that's a spirit. Oh, shit, he sat in aisle 11, man. Because we know 11, or 1111 is like the number of the angels, man. So, hey, man, the angel sat next to this guy, man. You know. So numbers do, you know, or are important, man, you know. So, hey, call Lord y'all about Shimmy outside, man. You know. People saying it's lucky. Okay, so he jumped out the emergency exit. I don't know what the fuck happened, but all I know is that the Lord was with this guy, man. You know? How about Shem Yahushua was with this guy, man. So, you know. Let me get some precepts. It's Acts 2:19, and I will show wonders in the heaven above. Yeah, we see the chariots, see the angels, We see, all these super moons, blood moons, harvest moons, strawberry moon, you know, eclipses and so forth, and signs in the earth beneath. Hey, that's just a sign in the earth beneath, man. You know, in a deliverance type of sense, man. Blood and fire and vapor of smoke, yeah, because the ultimate sign is going to be destruction. But this on a lower scale, man, hey, this guy got to be heralded in this country, man. He's probably going to get paid, because they said he was a police officer, a young guy, 27. So he's going to get paid. And, you could tell, because, most Elamites, they got that frail frame. This guy looks pretty strong. He looked like almost about 200 pounds. He got some muscle on it. So, they said he was a police officer. Well, now he can do public speaking and get paid for that, man. But this is a sign in the earth beneath, man. If I ain't never see it. Because, hey, man, that's what happened in the time of Acts is miracles, man. And we're in the modern day Acts, man. Keep it a buck. All right. And it says the sun shall be turned into darkness, the moon into blood before the great and notable day of the Lord come. All right. So, hey, man. And we're in that time now. I don't know if you're watching the news, but you got heavy judgments, heavy military mobilization going on now throughout all over Babylon. I'm sure the next step, Trump's going to officially seal off the border so you can't get out of America, man. You're going to have travel restrictions, martial law, 15-minute cities, smart cities, grid lockdown, no more gas cars on the road. I literally drove by, getting off topic, but this is all going into end time prophecies. This is an end time prophecy channel per se, okay? But I drove by a Toyota dealership, not far from my crib, maybe about 5-10 minutes from my crib. And how they showcase the cars in the front of the lot that's closest to the main road. So people, when they drive by, they see, oh yeah, I want that car. So they had like a whole bunch of what appears to be like Toyota Corollas. These were like smaller cars. And all of them that was showcased in the front or in the front corner of the lot, like every last one of them looked like a e-car, electric vehicle, EV car, man. So this is the last days of driving your gas vehicle, Like, it's sad to say. I mean, if this place were to go on, my next vehicle would have to be like a hybrid or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, them e-cars, they be blowing up all types of shit. The batteries and shit be overheating, especially the time of we're living in now. Solar maximum, solar flares, fucking shit up. So, we'll see how the Lord, proceeds with judgment on this place, man. In the coming days, man. This is Romans 8:31. What shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us, man? So, hey, the Lord's with his people, man. So no matter which evil you do, man, you shooting down planes, blowing up planes and shit, scrambling the planes, frequencies and shit. Because Esau got all these devices, right? Hey, man, the Lord is with that guy, man. That's like a representation of the elect, because he's whether he jumped out or his bitch crashed, I don't know what the story was, but hey, the point is, the most important point is, man, that man's alive, man. all them Elamites got judged, and certain Israelite foreigners on that thing, because it was wicked, man. The whole plane was wicked. Besides that guy, man, I believe that guy, man, could be a part of the elect, man, because you got elects that's overseas too, not just here in America. Even though this is the main place of deliverance. But, hey, man, I wonder what his religion is, or what his what is his belief, man. But we'll find out in due time. Who can be against us, man? So, Scripture says, no manner of evil, man, no plague shall touch thy dwelling, reach thy dwelling, man. All right. It's Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through. This is a IUI seed Christian staple scripture, but the point remains. It says, I can do all things through Hamashiach, which strengtheneth me, man. All right, so hey, man, we about to get our spiritual power real soon, man. That's all I get from this, man. Because every week we have miracles happening. We had the Jake a couple weeks ago in Carolina, the Judite Jake. Kill a damn rabbit coyote with his bare hands. You got this Jake surviving plane crash, whether he jumped out, fell out the window, whatever, went out the emergency door. It don't matter what the fuck happened. Hey, the Lord delivered his ass, man. The Lord put the spirit in him to make the perfect moves to survive, live to see another day, man. So call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for showing his mercies, man, his everlasting mercies, man, on our people, man. All right. So I'm gonna end it there till next time.